Hey guys, this is Amit from PhoneRadar and you're watching the durability test of the all-new UMI Hammer smartphone. This is the smartphone which is considered to be the world's toughest smartphone. Now, know if it's actually tough or not, we're going to do a bunch of different tests on this device. First off, we're going to start with a knife and here we go. We're going to beat this phone with all the areas, try to write on it. And there are no scratches onto the same. Next, we'll take keys, which we generally keep it in our pocket and try to use onto the same. After hitting the phone for a few times, as you can see, there are no scratches. To test more, we cut an apple onto the top of the screen to see if there are any scratches coming up with the same. But again, this phone passed this test too. And there are also a few rumors that this phone is waterproof, but again you can also consider it's partially spill proof considering the dual display. Now let's do a few drop tests. The first one we are doing at a 3 feet height with the face down and then on the side drop. Next up, here is a test of the phone's drop from a 5 feet height. And in this case, when the phone was dropped on the side, it actually opened up all the back panel and the battery. After the drop test, as you can see, the phone has got a very little amount of damage in terms of the sides and there is no issues on the display part. Overall, the phone is still doing good. Now it's time for a serious test. Before that, let's have some fun with the smartphone, and that's when we started playing basketball with the phone. We did hit the phone a few times, at least 20 times, and the phone clearly passed the whole test, wherein at the end, as you can clearly see, the phone got a few scratches, but that's it. And this was a hard surface where we have been testing this phone. Overall, the camera still works and the phone is perfectly doing its job right now, and there's no physical damage on the body of the smartphone. Now let's go for a real test. Let's say you're driving on a bike and the phone gets dropped. A car following you would drive over this phone. Let's see what's the damage in this condition. And here, as you can see, the screen has completely shattered, while the back camera, which was also out, has completely broken. But to just check the same, we started the screen and checked the camera application. We were quite shocked that the camera was still working and recording also. So now let's do a real test wherein we hit the phone with a bat. So in this case, it was really hit pretty hard, and following that, as you can see, the panel on the front was completely broken off and the internal components were clearly visible. Now that's a big shocker, and while on the back the phone was actually hit on the bottom. That's the reason whatever we could see was happened on the front part. And since there was nothing left, the camera was still working but the phone was no more usable, we connected it with an bomb. Now that's something called as an atom bomb in India. And let's see the aftermath of this. Sadly, we didn't test this with our camera, and because of which we couldn't capture all the stuff in real good slow motion, but this is the aftermath. You can see the whole structure has been ripped off. It's actually shaped in the V format, and that's the area where the impact has been taken, but still you can see that the display is pretty good, and that's all thanks to the dual display which has taken up all the impact, and the phone is no more usable. But that was the ultimate test on the UMI Hammer smartphone. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and stay subscribed to PhoneRadar for more. If anyone wants to use this phone, let us know in the comment section and we may give it away to someone of you. This is Amit signing off, and this was the smash test or the ultimate test of the UMI Hammer smartphone.